Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Will It Extract. What's that, Edge? Why, yes, I have been sticking to our new fitness regime. Thank you for noticing. For you, audience, the Edge and I have been trying to be a little more healthy this summer. That includes things like eating healthier, being a little more active. So we're cutting out any processed sweets and trying to pick up some more hobbies that will keep us active. The Edge has really taken a shine to rock climbing, and I have started biking again. I'm very proud of myself. In fact, I only fell once yesterday off my stationary bike. What's that, Edge? What did I eat today? Let's see. For breakfast, I had some yogurt with some granola and some berries. For lunch, I had some turkey on whole wheat with some carrot sticks and an apple. What's that? Anything else? No. No, definitely not have been snacking. No, definitely haven't been snacking on any of those delicious snack cakes with their soft exterior and fake chocolate and whipped cream inside that probably doesn't contain any cream. Why do you ask? Well, we can't all be perfect. And moving on, I'm excited to introduce the audience our guest for this week, food packaging. Of course, we probably could have chosen that clamshell packaging that comes around strawberries, but I feel like this stuff makes for some better material. Food packaging is of the utmost importance for testing since it comes into contact with stuff that we come into contact with, i.e. us. And since some compounds have the prevalence to leach and migrate into foods, it is of the utmost importance that we test the food packaging for anything that might be inside of them. So, let's go ahead and move into our next portion, sample prep, where we'll show you how we would prep a sample like this for the Edge. Alright, well, safety first. And let's go ahead and get started on our sample prep. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to reduce our sample size from this into this. So for any plastic sample, you want as small particle size as possible. So we would recommend either cutting, milling, or cryo-grinding any sample to as small as possible. First step we're going to do for our sample prep is we're going to take our sample holder, the Edge Q cup. We're going to go ahead and disassemble it. Then we'll take one of our Q discs, that's our inline filtration. We'll go ahead and place the filter into the base of the Q cup, making sure it's laying nice and flat. Today we're using our S1 universal Q disc. We'll go ahead and reassemble our sample holder, making sure the two parts are joined. Next, we'll go ahead and add our pre-weighed sample directly into the Q cup. And at this point, you could also spike any internal standards or surrogates as well. The last step would be to just take one of our Q screens. The stainless steel mesh just keeps the sample inside the Q cup. We'll insert into the opening. Press down with the tool. Load the sample into the rack. Load the vial right beside it. We'll go ahead and load the rack right into the Edge. And then I'll come around front. Alright, and I'll go ahead and select our method. Load it. Press play. And press start. Alright, and I'll let the Edge go ahead and run, and I'll see you all in a few minutes. Well, the Edge has finished its run, so let's go ahead and take a look at our extracts. So here we have our extract sample and the extract from that sample. As you can see, the extract is nicely cleared and filtered thanks to that Q-disc we put in for that filtration. And the extract is cool to the touch thanks to the Edge itself. For analytes you might be looking for in that extract, you might be looking at things such as compounds that might migrate into foods, like plastic additives, or things like PFAS. PFAS can find their way into foods through many avenues, such as non-stick cookware, food processing equipment, or in the grease-proofing agents or wrappers of containers. Thank you so much for joining us this week for Will It Extract. Please visit our website at cem.com to view all our application notes and more information about the Edge. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Yep, No, yep, that's really impressive, Edge. Yeah, you just started bowling not too long ago, and now you're, yep, perfect 300 games every time. Yep, just 300s and 300s against us humans. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're quite the machine.